Alright, well, I'm going to exit the Animus, and I'm going to explore around modern day. Now that I have level 2 access, thanks to the computer technician, I can hack some more things. Right. Alea Ghost Lights. It is the opinion of this researcher that inadequate attention has been paid to Southeast East Asia and in particular the Himalayas. Our research into first civilization peoples and the subtle fingerprints they have left throughout typo there, the world would benefit greatly from further investigation into this region. For example, we may find a prime example in the form of the Alea ghost lights, often reported by fishermen. The lights appear over marshes and possess the power to distract, waylay, and even compel victims to drowning, but have also proven useful as navigational aids. Gas seems like to facile an explanation. Has genetic memory research yielded evidence of anything similar yet? Ghost or gas or something else. In the Himalayas, these are said to be the souls of deceased fishermen. We really don't take fishermen seriously enough, do we? How many times has a simple fisherman village yielded significant information, if not treasure? Bermuda, Bermuda Triangle. What must surely be the most intently studied region whose very existence is routinely denied by official sources. The Devil's Triangle has been responsible for countless vanished vessels, aircraft, and ship alike. Since the earliest days of sail, the region's techno-nomnivorous tendencies have been attributed to many magnetic pull of the lost continent of Atlantis, to UFOs, and even unnamed mysterious forces. While the area still holds much interest and we firmly believe in the power of science over superstition, we have been unlucky in researching this area, and can claim only to have contributed 2 small aircraft, a ship, and several $100,000 of research equipment to the hungry maw of its continued mystery. For the time being, it may be safer to pursue greater knowledge of the region through genetic memory research via the Animus program. They're talking about using genetic memory research through the Animus to get more information on the Bermuda Triangle. Oh, this is the place from Assassin's Creed 3, Chicken Eats. Assassin's Creed Liberation HD. Chicken Eats, one of the most popular tourist attractions in Mexico today. Chichen Itza was once one of the largest cities of the pre-Columbian Maya civilization, boasting a mix of architectural styles from across the empire. It is also known to include contributions from members of the first civilization believed to have fought on the front lines against the human rebellion. In particular, the technologically advanced system of caves, tunnels, and puzzles that runs underground between the Castillo Temple and the Cenote Sagrado are rich with first civilization artifacts. Excavated in the 18th century in a controversial dig ordered by Madeleine de Lisle, these range from prophecy discs to rings and shards. Voluminous in quantity, they are minor but culturally significant artifacts in which, as a collection, provide us with the best picture we have of life on Earth in the months preceding the Toba catastrophe. The site is currently under federal protection, but we are close to reaching an agreement with the Mexican government. Easter Island. Located at the southeastern point of the Polynesian Triangle, Big Rapa, is home to some 887 Moa statues created by the Rapa Nui people, one of the most isolated inhabited islands, a territory of Chile, protected as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It has proven difficulty to study closely in this century. Some records are available from the 18th century when the Rapa Nui suffered from disease communicated by European sailors. 18th and 20th century records indicate slave raids, famine, war, and deforestation. Despite this rich and perhaps tragic history, it is the Moa statues that are most heavily protected. Carved from the stone of an extinct volcano, it is not known how they were transported for installation. This mystery fascinates tourists, but if we could gain access to conduct a private archaeological excavation of the island, it is the petroglyphs and network of caves established by even earlier civilizations that we believe yield the most productive result. I like how this covers many of the world's mysteries. So, let's see. Lake Bostik. Working with our Russia partners, we have secured an agreement to commence research into the subterranean lake that rests deep beneath Bostik Station, and the accurately, if poetically named Pole of Cold, on the East Antarctic ice sheet, sitting approximately 3,500 meters above sea level. This freshwater lake rests 4,000 meters beneath the surface. A core ice sample was extracted in 2012, and we will soon begin research that should prove a paleoclimatic record going back some 400,000 years. Isolated fossil water reserve samples may prove even older. Only time and science will tell what genetic marvels these magnificent samples will reveal, if not a new window into first civilization life itself. Frozen in time. So, 8 of 33 computers hacked. That's quite a bit. I'm probably not going to go into too much of the reading anymore. It just goes on forever. I'm definitely intrigued, though. Oh, I see. I forgot I can't move in the beginning. Try to slow down. Oh, I forgot that moves. Damn.
Okay, this is on. I don't think I've ever used this phone more than a few times to record anything. Hey, Dad. So, we're all here in New York at the motel. It's, Queens, actually, in Astoria, near the NQ. Rebecca's off getting batteries for something. Sean's in his room doing whatever Sean does. And, you're out getting some food. Me? Well, I'm supposed to be getting ready to break into some offices in the financial district. Feels just like prepping for one of your old training drills, actually. 10 years go by, and then you show up, and it's like I was never gone, and we're right back to the ball busting and the conspiracies and the paranoia. Only this time, I believe you. I believe every word. You know, I don't even think you know the half of it. I don't think you know how much I've seen. How much I've learned in just a few weeks. Everything, really. I feel like I've lived 1,000 years, or 10,000 maybe. It's impossible to explain. But when you see that much of the world through the eyes of so many, you can't help but be sad. And to see all these incredible, intelligent people fight the same battles, make the same mistakes over and over again. Because culture and knowledge and history, these things, they aren't passed on through our genes. Every kid on Earth needs to relearn the basics. How to live, how to survive, how to stand up for what's right. So much is lost in the transfer. So much is added every generation. It's a shame. I mean, over and over, everything must be learned again. I met Clay, Dad. Clay Gesmerick, in the Animus. I knew him by his Abstergo handle, Subject 16. My predecessor. And he showed me things. He passed them to me, just before he died. Or got deleted or whatever. Everything he'd learned, everything he'd seen. God, how do I talk about this? So, guess you trained him, huh? After I left, he really looked up to you, and now that I've seen through his eyes, I think I understand why. I'm glad you had him around, even if I wasn't there. The things he showed me. Unbelievable things. And I never... Shit. Alright, I'll back in a second.
I miss Desmond. Yeah, through Desmond's experienced many lifetimes through the eyes of different people, and he sees how history and mistakes tend to repeat themselves. He sees the pattern. Yeah, Are you asking me if I've been busy, or have you been busy, Arkham? Oh, fucking! I hate these ones so much. Basically, like Frogger, and I hate Frogger. No patience for it. Oh, this part sucks. No, oh, so close. Oh. How did I fuck that up? There we go. Okay. Subject 16. Subject 17 recovered media. I saw subject 16 stuck in my head. Anyways, subject 17 recovered media. So, I guess Desmond took various pictures. John. Really, Desmond? You took a selfie while you're hanging over the sky, one of the skyscrapers. And that's him at the bar and beach. Rebecca always listening to music. William with that staring off. Then the group. And a kitten. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna try to be thorough. Something I haven't seen in a while. I think it was supposed to be like sticky notes that you can also collect. There we go. Oh, this I don't mind. Dude, that hack's a lot more fun than the Frogger-like one. Hmm. Anti-Ithera mechanism. Staggered battery. Goals. I'm not gonna go into this, but interesting things from the first civilization. Some kind of door mechanism. Staggered battery, so ancient battery. Blood vials. Crystal skulls. Memory seals. Von or Voynich manuscript. No, the receptionist is not here. Well then. And why is it like these first two going down? Hmm. Alright. I can actually use the D-pad on this. That actually might help. Yeah, that actually makes that a lot easier. Oh. Ooh. God, I hate this so much. This hacking game is annoying. Oh damn. Oh. Oh. Ah, got it.
Our initial reports gave us hope that Enzio Auditore would serve as an ideal candidate for future Abstergo projects. His charisma, sexual magnetism, and wry humor gave him all the qualities of a leading man. However, his corruption by the Assassin Order robbed him of these qualities as he fell deeper and deeper into a spiral of revenge. Enzio was frequently known to articulate a passive acceptance of evil. He was also a man of ugly contradictions, one who preached free thought, yet traveled well beyond his home country to proselytize his corrupted creed, just as he's doing here with this impressionable Chinese girl. Notice, too, that in his gestures and bearing there is still something of the old lecher in him. Enzio's entire personality is built around pure demagoguery, claiming his philosophy is about love when violence and coercion are his primary means of tackling problems. We have therefore come to the conclusion that Enzio Auditore da Firenze would be a risky character to develop.
What? Okay. I like how they just throw in like they take everything out of context and then say he's a bad guy. Like for example, they were using him fighting off that one Templar, and that Templar actually came to hunt them down. So he was actually protecting. He was actually trying to protect himself and his family, but Zerga wants to put their own twist on it, make the assassins out to be the villains. Don't believe anything Absterga says, it's all lies. I see. I got it figured out.
Surrogate Initiative, Test Session 32. January 11th, 1981. Host Eileen Bach. DNA sample SB1970.
Miriam? Miriam, is that you? Are you in here?
Bartle!
Oh, thank God you're safe. You've been very sick.
Bartle! How did they find you? Oh, Jesus. What would they do to you?
Has they hurt you at all?
I told them nothing. All they do every day is ask about you and that artifact. But I didn't tell them anything. Nothing.
I know you didn't, Miriam. But how are you? You aren't hurt?
Not badly, no. I'm fine.
Good. We need to get the message out to Oscar. Somehow. We need to tell him where...
Very interesting footage, Eileen. This is Germany, you said. World War II?
Most of the memories I've been able to access come from a period where Miriam was imprisoned by Nazis in Cologne.
Miriam. Is she still alive?
No, she was my ex-husband's mother. She passed away about 5 years ago.
Well, she was spirited. An impressive lady.
Definitely.
And the man, Bartle. He made reference to an artifact. Any idea what that is?
My team is looking into that, but it's not our first priority. We still need...
It is now.
Really?
You must have other recordings of this woman. Are there any other mentions of this artifact I should know about?
Half a dozen or so, yes. What's this about?
You have questions, I understand that. I don't have answers for you. Not right now, but I do have money. And if you get me those recordings and bring me any other artifact references you find, then I will triple your operating budget for as long as I can.
Triple my budget? My God, what is this?
9 a.m. Monday morning, my office. We have a lot to discuss.
But Lillian, I don't...
Have a good weekend, Mrs. Bach. Fantastic work.
Hello, this is Carl.
Hi, it's Eileen.
Hey, how are you?
Good. Busy, cold. The winter's been terrible.
Seamus won't like that. The weather's been mild out here.
Well, he's only coming for a month. He'll live. And I'll be so busy he won't have to worry about his mother bothering him.
Still working 12-hour days.
I should move a bed into my lab.
Look, if you're too busy, Seamus can stay with me.
No, I want to see him. We'll have fun.
You're not too busy to be a mom and a genius.
Of course not.
His flight lands at 8:15 p.m. tomorrow night. You'll be there?
Of course. 8:15.
p.m. Let him know you'll be there.
Thanks, Carl. I need to run. I'm sorry. Take care.
You too.
Ah, Eileen. Didn't see you come in.
I'm not interrupting?
No, it's fine. The subject is unconscious. He's traipsing around 18th century New Orleans right now, in the memories of a woman.
That must feel odd. How long has he been under?
83 minutes.
Whoa.
It's average. What can I do for you?
I just wanted to thank you for sending Lillian to see me. She came away very impressed.
There. You see? All these bureaucrats need is a little glimpse of our secrets every so often. They like to feel like they're still in charge.
Lillian is most definitely in charge. She just tripled my budget.
Tripled? Christ, Eileen. You must have discovered who killed Kennedy.
Well, she heard something on one of my tapes that interested her. Something about an artifact. Very vague, but it was enough.
An artifact? What sort of artifact? Jesus, get him out of there! Get him out!
Oh my God.
It'll kill him! He's not decoupled! He's having a fucking seizure! Power down! Now! Heart rate 170! Power down! Now!
Damn. They kept them in there too long.
Eileen, Warren here. I was all ready to apologize for the late call, but you seem to be away. Maybe with your son. Listen. Since the unfortunate incident with Subject 1, there's been a lot of dire talk around the office about my Animus project. About shutting it down. About it being unsafe. Typical top brass bullshit. And if they shut me down, then your surrogate initiative goes away too. I'm sure you're already well aware of that. Well, let me be the first to reassure you. This will not happen. I will not let them take this from me. From us. I will not let one death, of an undiagnosed epileptic I should add, I will not let this destroy the decades of incredible research done by our predecessors, and the 5 years I've spent perfecting the Animus. There's still more work to be done, and countless rewards to be reaped. So I wanted you to be the first to know. I have decided to volunteer myself as my second subject. I am convinced that the Animus is perfectly safe, provided I stay within the boundaries of my own ancestral bloodline. Next week I plan to prove this by staying a full 4 hours in the Animus. I would be grateful if you and your team would monitor my progress. And after this necessary but ridiculous proof of concept, I give you my word that I will work closely with you to solve your outstanding problems. Your surrogate initiative is a bold idea, and I do believe it is the future of the Animus project. But while we have the Animus itself, I do not want to waste precious opportunities to prove its safety. I'll see you in the office on Monday. Goodbye.
The Subject 1 ended up dying from overexposure in the Animus, even though he was only in there for like an hour and a half. And then the person that was talking, the male that was talking on the tape, I guess was Vidic, because he was talking about the subject 2 and then putting himself into the Animus. And Vidic did put himself into the Animus. And 4 hours though, that's a long time. Interesting stuff.